Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and it's time to start putting some of these representatives in jail. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. On the heels of the indictment of Jim Comey, I think it's time for more indictments for incitement to violence. That is what one Eric Swalwell is guilty of, in my opinion, here. You know, we are weeks removed from a man shooting the late, great Charlie Kirk, taking him away from his young family and from us as a country. We're days removed from somebody shooting up an ABC studio because Jimmy Kimmel wasn't on the air. We are 2 days removed from somebody shooting up an ICE facility because they hate ICE agents because of Democrat rhetoric. And Eric Swalwell goes on TV and he threatens the career prosecutors who are in charge of prosecuting the case against James Comey. Threatens them with their livelihoods. Threatens them with what's going to happen to them when the Democrats take back power. You know, these people are beyond the pale. They have no shame. And I don't think I really starting to believe they don't care who gets hurt. I believe they actually don't care. That's the only explanation I can think of as to why this rhetoric continues. They simply don't care. I want you to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
All, please stay with me. I just want to bring in now Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell because he sits on the House Judiciary Committee. And Congressman, what's your initial reaction now that we actually have confirmed that James Comey has been indicted on 2 charges?
It's an awful day for what's supposed to be a free country. This is a mad king picking off each of his political enemies. And I have to say, as a member of the Judiciary Committee, we're not helpless. And it's really a time to ask ourselves in Congress, will we shrink or will we stand up to him? And it's a time for your viewers to ask themselves, do they care? Do they understand that if Donald Trump has not come after you today, that he will come after you if you ever dissent against him? And so for me, I'm just more motivated than ever to win the midterms, to have accountability, to use the power of subpoena, and to make it clear that all of this is going to come out. Bar licenses are going to be at risk if people abused a bar license. And you don't need me because you've heard from other legal experts. But if you brought forward a case that you knew you could not prove beyond a reasonable doubt, that will put your bar license in jeopardy.
Well, yes, and our reporting does indicate she had concerns about the case itself, although not with her ability to get an indictment. Obviously, we understand the bar for an indictment is much lower than the bar for actual conviction. But Congressman, we did just get a post.
Right,
Finally,
Aaron, the prosecutor standard, and I just want to make it clear, is
yes,
you don't prosecute because you think you can get an indictment. When you bring an indictment, you have to believe ethically that you can prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt.
I'm glad you said that, and I want to context that, if I may, Congressman, just by saying that we are aware that